Yo, what up, friends? So today I wanted to just kind of hang out with you and kind of just show you a little bit about what I've been doing, how I've been doing it, and what kind of strategy I've been pretty much just enjoying in my spare time. If you watched my last video about BPL, you see that I've done BPL, I did the big delve race, and pretty much all I want to do at this point in the league or for the next couple of days is turn off my brain, make some currency, and put together my delver. So the best way to do that is decided that I was just going to open, close, and delete some maps. And you're going to say to me, open, close, and delete some maps? What the heck do you mean by that? Oh my God, I have the wrong filter on. I have the BPL filter on. No! No! I need to change my filter. Anyways, as you see, I went into a map. I killed the boss. I got some cool maps. I remapped, and we're leaving. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I'm sure you guys have talked about it. I'm sure it's been a hot topic of conversation for a lot of players, but I today wanted to pretty much come to you and talk to you about boss rushing, the idea of opening, closing, and deleting maps as fast as possible and not caring about a damn thing in the world. So much to the point where, like, I pretty much watch videos and I talk to a bunch of players who are doing it, and they all say the same thing. Go into a map, kill the boss, delete the map, get your remap, and get the heck out. And it has been absolutely fantastic. So pretty much, yeah, that's all we're doing. We're just opening and closing maps. And the idea is, like, you just want to be as fast as possible. I know a lot of my friends are doing this, and I've seen a lot of videos on streamers doing this with the lightning warp build. I personally am not doing lightning warp because I think that it would just, like, give everybody motion sickness. But otherwise, woo, this is sweet. But otherwise, I'm just opening, closing, deleting maps, and it's been absolutely fantastic. Now, I could sit here and stall, and run a million maps, but I really just kind of want to showcase to you what is going on and what you need to be doing. Now, I don't think I have the best character for this, as I think regular tornado shot is very slow, and by slow, I mean, like, these are taking me 20-30 seconds a map. I don't even think I want to be spending 20-30 seconds a map in a map. I think I want to be going just much faster. And overall, I think there are plenty of builds I can do that. I personally would like to build frost blades. I think that's going to be the next thing that I do, or the next big thing. So if you're watching the stream over the next couple of days, or you catch this video when it goes live, you'll probably be seeing me put together frost blades. But essentially, the idea of the strategy is literally as follows. My character is made of glass and dies to everything, but it's also really powerful, and it kills everything in one shot. So I kind of like just like run in a straight line to the boss and kill mobs along the way. The only thing I'm bothering to pick up is whatever drops off the final boss, because that's the only thing I care about. And all I'm really picking up is pretty much just maps to remap. Now, this strategy requires you to have a lot of maps. You will delete a lot of maps. You will probably not sustain a lot of maps. But I think I have a couple of ways in which you too, oh, we're dead. Just don't even go back in. Just go next. You too can sustain maps and pretty much have your atlas tree set up very similar to mine, where the plan is to go in, delete a map, and get out. Now, you'll notice that I died. There's essences, there's stuff falling on the floor. The goal of this strategy is to be in and out as fast as possible. You don't want to be wasting time picking things up. You don't want to be wasting time with altars. You don't want to be like slowing down your maps in any way. The only things that I am picking up in this strategy are divines, anything that tanks, memories that are dropping, remaps of City Square or Crimson Temple, and pretty much just anything that just kind of makes you look at it and go, woo! I'm not really picking up chaos. I'm picking up orbs of unmaking because I respec my atlas 4,672 times in a day. I'm where the heck? Oh, that worked out really well. I got a remap. I'm so, oh, it's up here. Oh, see, I'm just lost and confused. Oh my God, that's a sail, baby. Oh, map complete. Wait, okay, hold on. Don't worry, we'll be right back. Anyways, sorry about that. I had to take the sail, and the guy was actually awesome. I'm gonna leave this on screen to say, hello, Wilma, if you're watching this. I got you, bro. That's cool, man. Thanks for the kind words. Aw, dude, that's awesome. It's always so cool when you like film the video and like you like have little random occurrences like this, but dude, like, I appreciate you guys. Dude, I do. I appreciate it. But anyways, so the map, the idea, open a map, close a map, blow a map up, don't care about anything at all, and just kind of just like zoom in and out of your maps. Now, a lot of you are gonna be saying, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? What's going on? Why are you doing it? Is it actually good? How many maps do you do? How fast are you doing them? These are all questions that we're gonna tackle. In the couple of minutes that we've been recording now, we've blown through a ton of maps. You've seen that we've remapped plenty. We've found a bunch of Conqueror maps. We found some Elder maps, some Shaper maps. We found an Invitation. We found a cool little Alvis memory. So there's just a bunch of really cool things that you can do. And essentially, with my Atlas, not the Atlas tree, but with my Atlas, all I have is Crimson Temple's favorite and City Square. Now, I do Crimson Temple because I like to kill things, and my buddy Shotokin just kind of giggles at me when I say, better to have a chance at an apothecary on a random mob kill than zero chance at all. And City Square because the bosses are just right there at the entrance for you. So you can pretty much just open City Square, go and kill the boss and leave. The idea is we want to do two things. One, we want to proc influence, and two, we want to kill the boss. We kill the boss so that we can get a bunch of the cool boss maps and we can get the invitations, and we want to proc the influence so that we can create the invitation. Now, a lot of people are going to say to me, how do I know when I proc influence? What's the deal with that? What are you talking about? And we're just going to open another map because not that I'm addicted to doing these and these are really sweet, but just to kind of show you what you have to do. Essentially, you come to the map, you'll start running towards the boss, you'll kill a couple of mobs, and you're going to be looking for a blue, that big blue explosion. If you missed it, go back into the video right now and you'll see it again. You're essentially looking for that big blue explosion. That explosion says that influence mobs now spawn on your map. And when that influence happens and the influence mobs now spawn on your map, they pretty much just say to you that this little ticker for the Eater of Worlds progresses further up. Now, it doesn't matter if you do Eater of Worlds, it doesn't matter if you do Searing Exarch, you should make the judge of that, and you should be kind of, depending on where you watch or when you watch this video, taking a look at how much the invitations cost. Now, without spoiling profits, I'm just gonna look at an invitation here, and you can see that blue invitations are about 1.2, red invitations are about 1.3. This price fluctuates if you do the strategy in the morning versus if you do the strategy at night, depending on which time zone is up and playing the game. I personally, blue or red doesn't make a difference to me. I just always like blue. I really haven't been looking at the altars, but every once in a while I'll look at an altar, and while some content creators will tell you that divine altars don't exist, better to have a chance than no chance at all. But anyways, let's talk about what's going on and how we're doing this. Before we look at profits, let's take a look at the Atlas tree and what is essentially going on with our Atlas tree. Our Atlas tree right now has a 16.5% chance to duplicate our maps. We have some random chance to contain ritual somewhere that I forgot to unspec. I don't want that. We have a 17% chance to duplicate map drops. We have just an infinite amount of chance for our maps to tick up. We have a 30% chance for Conqueror maps, 3% chance for Shaper Elder, 48% chance to drop an invitation, 1.5% chance for a synthesis. We have blue altars that spawn. We have the chance at extra blue altar, double progression. We have the chance at farming monsters treasures. We have the chance at getting free Atlas stuff, and pretty much everything just kind of works together to help us progress the invitation, get more maps, and get really cool maps. Now, I have Shaping the Skies and I have Shaping the Mountains because since we're killing map bosses, we get a bunch of progression towards extra crafting options. And to be honest, I kind of want to hunt a couple of monster treasures. I know that's like a pipe dream, but hey, you never know. And on top of that, you get a bunch of free crafts, and you see I've already obtained 10 breach crafts, 12 harbingers, a legion, 7 deliriums, 8 ritual, and you're just getting a bunch of extra crafts that, you know, when you're done doing this strategy, you'll have a bunch of free maps to burn. Now, what's really cool about this is we're not using Fortune Favors the Brave, we're not clicking Essence, we're not clicking Domination, we're not clicking anything, because all we're doing, and I can't reiterate this enough, is opening the map, killing the boss, and leaving. The thing that will ruin this strategy and slow you down the most is if your computer is slow, if your load times are bad, or if you spend too much time messing around in the map, either killing essences, doing league mechanics, and stuff like that. You want to do none of that. Now, I have tested this strategy with doing essences, I've tested it with doing delirium mirrors, I've tested it with doing a bunch of things, and every time that I do all these little extra things, it constantly keeps coming back to me just opening, closing, and deleting maps, as it has been the fastest way to do it. Now, with the way that I have the Atlas set up, usually if you kill some mobs on your way to the boss, you'll remap. Usually, not always. Sometimes you're gonna have to buy more maps. But the really cool thing about the way that I have the atlas set up is for just respecking one random point, we'll take the point that we just unspec. If I put it into wandering path, well, yes, I don't get access to these cool like map drops. We get access to a ton of nodes that give us the opportunity to remap. So pretty much what that means is if I run out of maps and I map down to like my last 5 or 10 maps for the next like 30, 45, 60 minutes, I put on wandering path, I go blow up a bunch of bosses on a bunch of maps, white tier maps, blitz through them, clear them as fast as possible, and I remap and resupply myself with a bunch of maps. This has been absolutely fantastic. Wandering path and just clearing a white tier map has been great. Essentially, all you do is you just grab it, toss it in, and go clear a map and just run around and kill a bunch of things. And like you see now, we have a 33% chance for our maps to be duplicated, 96% chance or increased chance for invitation, and just a bunch of extra benefit to just having that. We have 120% chance for our map tiers to be 1 tier higher. And we have, I don't know where it is for the connected maps. It's on here somewhere. 92% chance for one of the monsters in each of the maps to drop an additional connected map. We can actually just like take 2 more points somewhere along and make it 100%, which is probably actually the benefit, but I'd rather have duplicate maps. And then we just run around really quick. Now, this is why I'm rerolling. This is why I'm rerolling. 100% why I'm rerolling. Oh God. But essentially, we're just going to do the same thing with Wandering Path on. We're just going to run around and we're just going to look and we're going to try to remap. And these, you know, we want to go, oh, baby. And just like that, we remap. It's so self-contained and foolproof and great, and you don't have to worry. And it's just such a sweet strategy. And it's mind-numbing, it's easy, it's the ultimate Netflix and map kind of strategy where you don't need to think and you just kind of like run around blowing up maps. Now with Wandering Path on, like I said, you probably just want to kind of run around the map really quick and remap and just double check. And you know, you spend like a good hour doing this to just have enough maps to not think. So yeah, anyways, it's sweet, man. It's awesome. We're just gonna end this delirium encounter really quick and then yeah. But why should I do this? Is it profitable? How much are you making? Is it good? Does it look good? What's going on? Well, in the course of filming this video, you've seen that we've gotten 1 Elder map, 1 Shaper map, 2 Conquerors maps, an invitation, and a bunch of remaps. It's pretty good for like the 5, I mean, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but the couple of minutes that I was doing maps and just talking to you guys. But if I go look at the project that I'm doing, this has been the results. Now ignore the gear sets. I just needed a place to put cool gear. Ignore the gear sets, but everything else is everything else has pretty much been the profit and just kind of like what's been going on and how it's been looking. Now I've been really tracking everything that I've been doing, and not with like a spreadsheet, but just like overall with like, you know, as you see, this goes here, right? So we've done 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 sets of invitations, or 25 sets of 28 maps. In that amount of maps, we've gotten 28 invitations, 28 withering invitations, a metric ton of Conqueror maps, a metric ton of Shaper Elder maps, a metric ton of augmented synthesized maps, a metric ton of Elder maps. All of these invitations. Is that this one? That's this one. 2 unique maps, and pretty much we're just kind of cruising. And weirdly enough, we've only seen 1 Cortex in all of these maps, but I mean, I'm not complaining, but I'm like kind of like, what the heck? So I mean, it's been pretty good. Like I've showed you earlier, these invitations are 1.2 divines each individually. I'm pretty sure I can get 1.4, 1.5 because I have a large bulk. Before I started, so like I did this and I didn't even think to calculate what was going on, and just kind of like overnight, I literally blew through this many maps and got this many invitations. And then I was like, oh, I should start recording this. So I started a fresh set and I just started like putting everything into a tab. And since recording, this is what we've gotten. And then like my map tab kind of looks like this. So like, you're like, what the hell? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's been kind of nuts. It's actually been kind of crazy. Now, Conqueror maps as individual maps, it doesn't matter what the map is. They sell between 28 and 40 C, depending on which map. In sets, you know, you could sell the sets for just an absurd amount. I sold 12 sets the other day for a couple of divines. It was sweet. I don't remember the exact amount. I really don't want to lie to you guys and tell you it was some absurd amount, but it is some absurd amount. So if you look at it, each one of these are about 30C. The Elder Shaper maps are about 10C each. The Iceberg or the Elder maps are about 10C each. The rewritten maps are about 25C each. Cortex maps are 1.5, 1.6 divines. Invitations are 1.2, maybe more. These invitations are about 2C a piece. You probably don't care about those. You'll probably just either run them or ignore them. The hidden invitations are 10C each. The Elder Slayer invitations are 0.5 a divine each. The forgotten invitations are 15C each. The forgotten invitations are also 15C, and the formed invitations are 0.6 of a divine each. Holy crap. Wow. 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 That's... Bro, is this strat secretly cracked? Anyways, yeah, that's what you do. You just open a map, close a map, delete a map, kill the map boss, get the hell out of Dodge. What maps do I run? Why do I run them? I run Crimson Temple and City Square. City Square because the boss is right there at the beginning of the map. You kind of just kill a boss. And Crimson Temple because it's connected to City Square. And Crimson Temple because I have to kill mobs on the way to the boss to remap. I mean, I kind of like cross my fingers and hope for an apothecary. I have seen one 7 years bad luck, which was pretty cool. And some random other like enlightened cards and silly stuff by just like mass blitzing maps and blowing them up. No apothecaries yet, but I mean, hey man, you never know. City Square, like I said, because the boss is there. Other good maps that you could do Mesa Dunes, Beach Strand. Mesa Dunes is pretty cool too. Might maybe get some fortunate cards. Actually, you just don't care about picking anything up unless it tinks. You don't care about killing all the mobs, doing all the stuff. You just open and close maps. And it's sweet. I'm actually re-rolling off this Tornado Shot character because it's not the blinking Tornado Shot. Like I said, I'm going to go Frostblades. Started working on the gear there. I'm working on the Delving gear. And I'm pretty much going to use this strategy because it's pretty sweet to just funnel and fund my other two strats. I'm going to sell all this stuff after I finish recording this video. I'm going to put everything into Frostblades. I'm going to re-roll Frostblades. I'm going to refill this tab up with stuff, sell all that stuff, and go make my Delver. It's my plan. If you want to come watch it live, I'll be over on the Twitch stream. You can come check it out. But for now, let me know what you guys think. If there's another really cool strategy you want to see, you want me to talk about or cover, by all means, let me know. But for now, friends, I'm going to get this video edited out to you guys. And I'll see you all in the next one.